One of the biggest targets of our advocacy over the years has been one-size-fits-all sentencing rules, including state drug-free school zone laws, and so that's what brings us here today.
I got on board when I saw an opportunity to say, now wait a minute, we're using resources here for somebody who might be a first-time offender 999 foot away from a school, when we can take those same resources and actually put them to use somewhere else. And that's why I was glad to bring a bill that's going to take some of the monies that would reallocate them in a wise fashion from the school zones by making them a smaller footprint, but by taking some of that extra money and actually putting them into some real drug interdiction efforts.
The idea of a drug-free school zone is noble, and we support the idea of a drug-free school zone. I mean, everyone wants to punish a little bit harsher someone who would target a child for drug activity. However, what has happened is a significant number of people are being captured in this drug-free school zone that don't fit the intended consequences of the bill. And not only does that not serve the interest of justice and public safety, it's fiscally irresponsible.
And we were able to get mapping data from the Tennessee government. They actually kept track of where all of the different drug-free school zones are. Through our analysis, we were able to see that, some of the people that we're sending away in Tennessee for these, long enhancements, they're first-time offenders. They didn't even know they were in a school zone.
My husband Terrence is on year 15 of a 22-year sentence. Terrence was in his apartment 900 feet away from the school at 11 o'clock at night when a controlled by law enforcement was set up that led to his arrest. If he had been 101 feet away, he may have possibly got a 5-year sentence, but instead he's serving 22 years. And he's extremely remorseful for what he's done. And he didn't do it, like I said, to get fame and fortune. He was really, truly trying to support other family members to pay their bills, to get things done, put food on the table. When the punishment outweighs the crime, where is the justice in that?
She was addicted to drugs, and then she began to sell drugs to support her addiction. She also was in her apartment, and she wasn't selling drugs to children, but what ended up happening is she was within 1,000 feet of a school zone, and so the enhanced sentencing on her is at 100%. Had she lived on the other side of her apartment complex, the same charges against her, she would have probably had 1 year to 2 years to serve. Her mother and I fear what consequences she's going to be suffering from being among people who are much more hardened than she was. I was one of those people. Before my daughter was addicted and had a drug problem, I was one of those people that was for hard time. I thought that was the right way to treat drug offenders. But since our experience, I have realized how hard time can be. We're not asking for you to let drug offenders off who target children. We're just asking you to please consider reforming the law.